Today, I want to talk about the intersection of customization, personalization, sustainability, and actually the digitization of the world using electronics, Internet of Things, sensors, etc. Some of the listeners of our podcast may remember that last month I challenged everyone to use the word smart to invent a new product by combining it with a love or an interest, gardening, cooking, whatever. And so the first example I want to share, it's smart or smarter farming. This was one of Time Magazine's inventions of the year. There's a company in Israel, an agri-tech in Israel called Supplant, right? Supplant, we get it? And they recognize that, drought-infected areas obviously have to balance between, conserving water and ensuring crop yields. And so they've used AI algorithms to sort of balance four different considerations here. One is obviously the plant needs. The second is the soil moisture. The third is climate condition. And the fourth one, which I think is brilliant, is weather forecasting. So put these sensors on the plants and around the plants. And from that, they can know when to water and how much to water. And so they've already tested this successfully. In Mexico, with a mango crop, they learned that they could decrease water usage by 15%. And they could increase crop yields by 20%. So pretty extraordinary, right? The second example I want to share in this whole world of customization and sustainability and digitalization of the world, this is the football example. There's a company, Vices, they have a new product. It's a new football helmet. It's called Vices 02 Trench. I think they might need some help with the naming, but this is really based on insights. Often insights will lead to breakthrough new products. And so one of their insights are learning from their research, offensive and defensive linemen, probably not unexpectedly to the listeners, right? They have 2 times as many head impacts. I mean, it's tough there on the line, right? And so what they've done is they've designed a helmet specifically for linemen. And these helmets, they're extraordinary. If you watch the video, I mean, this is unbelievably high tech. They have 5 layers of protection for the players. I think what's most interesting is the strongest layer is not on the outside of the helmet. It's more on the inside. On the outside, have flexible material that allows them to absorb the blows easier and spread it around. This technology has been tested, and it's shown to have the best rating of any helmet that's ever been invented. And now 30 of the 32 NFL teams have put in orders for this helmet. The last one I want to share here is really, as you probably know, the CES Consumer Electronics Show was in Las Vegas a few weeks ago, and they introduced all these amazing technologies. And I looked at them, and the one that, for me, that was the most interesting from an innovation and marketing standpoint was the BMW iX Flow, okay? If you haven't heard of this, it's extraordinary. The car, with a push of a button, you can change the car's color, right? So it can go from black to white to gray, all right? Now, how do they do that? They use an e-ink, which we've seen in our electronic devices. The cars are laminated with electrophoretic film. The film contains microcapsules that are the diameter of a human hair. Each capsule contains different colors, white, black, colored particles, and they become visible when an electric field is applied. So at this point, they have, white, black, and gray, but scientists tell us that they should be able to get colors at some point. And so this is extraordinary, right? And the thing that I would encourage the curious and quirky listeners to think about is not only this product, but what are the ramifications of it? And so for BMW, the ramifications obviously are for supply chain, right? I mean, this may simplify their supply chain, but also maybe we should start thinking of services, right? So maybe they have to be aware that repairs might be more expensive. In the car world, we used to have $2 keys. Now they're $400 keys, right? So this may be true as we coat the car with these electronics. But also maybe they can be used as billboards for safety. Maybe it's advertising, messaging, who knows, a new service around that. So the thing I would encourage the curious and quirky audience to think about is how do you turn your product into a service? And maybe even how do you turn your service into a product?